Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS-In.form. Joining me in the studio is Nancy Eckerle. Nancy is the Executive Director for the Jasper Chamber of Commerce. Nancy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill.
You know, throughout the year, the Jasper Chamber of Commerce is involved in so many things I think sometimes people don't realize, but there are some events coming up that we want to talk about that you are involved in, and we need to get people involved in.
That's right, and we have to remember, even though we're nearing the end of the year, we are at the end of the year, it's still time to plan for 2017, and there's always things going on. So the thing I wanted to talk about today was the health screening. We have a health screening coming up on January the 10th. That's a Tuesday, and it's from 5:45 a.m. in the morning until 9 a.m. So there's very few people that can say that they can't participate in that, and it's just a great way to get kind of a baseline of what your health is all about. Through Memorial Hospital, they would do a blood cholesterol, blood pressure, height and weight, waist circumference, blood glucose, a whole chemistry panel, and they do all of this for $39, which is a very good price for a basic screening. You can add other things like a PSA or a colon cancer, and those things cost a little bit extra. But we encourage people to get this done. Many people do this health screening on an annual basis, and then the hospital's really great. They send you afterwards, or you can pick up your results, and that shows a comparison of about the past 3 or 4 times that you've done your health screening. So it really gives you an idea of where your health is, where your health is going, and maybe if you need to be contacting a doctor. The other thing about this is the doctors do recognize this health screening as a legitimate screening. So if you have a doctor's appointment, please take this with you, show them, and they will recognize that as your regular health screening.
Can you be an individual and participate in this?
Yes, it is open to the public, and so that's the great thing. You don't have to be a chamber member. You can. We wish you are, but there are really some people who are retired who take advantage of this public health screening also. And the way to do it is you go to the website for the hospital, www.mhhcc.org, and you go to health screening, then you enter Jasper Chamber, and then you enter 2017. And you know that already, Bill, because you've already signed up for yours.
It's really pretty easy to do that.
Right, and if you would have an issue with it, you could just contact Memorial Hospital, and they could direct you on how to get registered also, I'm sure, over the phone.
Okay, and that is January 10th is the date of the screening.
It is
you need
Tuesday.
To definitely get registered early.
That's right. Get registered and get that screening done.
And the earlier you register, the better time you can get, because some of those time slots might fill up.
Especially the early ones, they do fill up because it is a fasting. So if people get hungry, they want to get their screening done earlier in the morning.
Right. And then there's always snacks afterwards. They have snacks there for you to enjoy.
There's always snacks, some juice, some bananas, and things like that.
And it takes about 10, maybe 15 minutes at the most. It's always pretty quick.
Yeah, it depends on if there's a line in front of you. I think they recommend you give yourself about 20 to 30 minutes to get through there, but very rarely does it take that long.
Right.
Yeah.
And if somebody registers as an individual, can they just pay that morning?
Oh, yes, definitely. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes companies do pay for that, and they let their employees go. But for the most part, I've noticed that people are paying as they're registering or signing in that morning.
Yeah, that's what we do. We encourage employees to go and do that, and then we pay the fee.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is a great way to go. It's good for us. It's good for the employees. Yeah. But there are some people who do it individually.
Yeah.
But companies might want to think about doing that as a benefit for working for you.
That's true.
Okay.
Yes.
Other things going on.
Yes. Every year we partner with the Rotary Club of Jasper and VUJC, and we present the Du Bois County Year in Review. So although we're moving ahead into the new year, it's nice to take an opportunity to look at what happened in the past year. And we invite all the local media to participate, and if they want to, some can or can if they don't want to. But Jim McFall at VUJC, he's also in the Rotary Club, he kind of coordinates all this behind the scenes. He contacts the media. They then vote on or submit what they think are their top 10 news, 12, it's top 12 now, not top 10, top 12 news and sports story of the previous year, and then he tabulates those and comes up with the ones that everyone felt like were the most important ones. So it's really neat. So that will be on Thursday, January the 26th at VUJC. It's over the lunchtime, 11:30 to 1, and we do charge $10 for the luncheon, and you pay at the door. But the really great part about that is you get to hear all of the past 12 stories that happened in the past year, and also the sports stories. And sometimes you really forget that things
Yes, you
have
do.
gone on. And so it's just a good reminder to maybe slow down a little bit, remember and reflect upon the past year, and then move forward into the new year.
And some stories are tragic, but some stories are really good too.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. And there's always good things mixed in with the tragic things. We do have a deadline of the 20th of January to register for that, and you can contact the Chamber at 482-6866, and we'll get you put on the list, and you just, again, pay your $10 at the door.
And it's a box lunch.
It is.
It's very good. And it's at the C10 building,
It
right?
is. It is at the newest building at VUJC from 11:30 to 1 on the Thursday, January the 26th.
Okay, so register for that now.
That's
by
right.
calling Nancy.
And then just 2 days later, at the C10 building again at VUJC, we are having our first legislative breakfast. And I don't mean to mislead people. It is not a breakfast. We are not making bacon and eggs and things like that. We do provide some juice and some snacks and those type of things. But the best part is it's an opportunity to meet your local legislators, your state legislators. So we expect our 2 state senators to attend, Mark Mesmer and Aaron Houchin, and then our 2 state representatives, Mike Braun and Lloyd Arnold. And they will be there to talk about what's coming up in the legislative session, things that they will be working on, maybe some bills that they will be submitting, and then just really how the whole process works. So that is a free event. There's no charge. You don't sign up. You don't RSVP. You just show up. And it's Saturday, January the 28th from 9 until 10:30 in the morning.
It really is a nice opportunity for you to hear what has been happening in the legislation, or for you to ask questions or point out things that you want the legislators to know, which I think happens.
That's
almost
right.
all of
And
these.
many times there are issues that are going to be discussed at the state level, and so we'll have a big group of people come to kind of lobby for their passion or something that they're involved in. And it just gives them an opportunity to meet with the legislators one-on-one. They are always willing to stay afterwards for a little while to talk to people individually. And, it's not unusual at all for us to have 50, 60, if it's a big topic, 75 people or so to attend these. As an individual, though, I recommend that people just show up and they have an opportunity to hear what our legislators do. These are people that have been elected at the state level, so we want to hear what they do, what they're involved in, and many times they may not be real familiar with an issue that you are familiar with, so it's a great time to educate them as they're educating us.
It's a great opportunity, even if you don't have an issue that you care about or want to bring up. It's a great opportunity to learn how the legislative process works.
It is.
And to see what makes America great, that we can go and talk to our legislators to get things done.
Yes, and these are what we call citizen legislators. So they're just you and I. They've just gotten elected to a state office, and they're there to hear the people and hear what people are concerned about.
Okay, so that'll be January 28th. Did I get
That
the date
is
right
Saturday
again?
the 28th from 9 to 10:30 at the VUJC C10 building, again, their newest building. Okay. And then, Bill, the last thing I wanted to talk about was the 2017 Jasper Chamber Home Expo. We have moved this event back to the spring. It will be March 10th and 11th. And right now we're in the process of contacting our members and businesses in the area to participate, to have a booth, to let everyone in this area know what they do, how they do it, and to really generate business for their business. And so we'll have hopefully about 50 to 60 exhibitors, businesses there. And generally, we attract about 1,000 people through the doors through those 2 days at the St. Joe's Church Parish Center. So that will be Friday, March the 10th from 3 to 7 p.m. and Saturday, March 11th from 9 until 3 p.m. So it's 2 full days of seeing all types of businesses that are out there, showcasing themselves, letting them know, letting the public know what they do, and then the public in turn learning what they do.
And we've always been a participant.
You have
I find
been.
it to be a good time. It's a good time for us to sit down and just talk with the viewers about
Yes.
the station, the programming that we have. And there are a variety of people there, even some little home-based businesses. This is a great
Right.
opportunity to let people know what you do.
That's right.
Do you have to be a chamber member to
You
participate?
do not have to be a chamber member. We have a different pricing schedule if you're not a chamber member. But if you're not and you want to participate, that's fine, or you can join and then get in for a little bit lower price.
Okay. And so really, this is a call out now to businesses to plan for that.
It is.
March 10th and 11th.
That's correct.
And we'll be having you in again to talk about,
Yeah.
to get the people to come jump through it, but if you're a business, plan now for that.
That's right, and we're just starting to promote that and to get the businesses lined up. And really, we have probably already a half a dozen that are interested and that have sent their paperwork in, so that's important. But anyway, so we just wanted to mention that is coming up, but you know how the year goes, things come before you even know it.
Yes, and
the dates fly by.
You mentioned there's a benefit if you're a member.
Yes.
This, we got a few minutes left.
Okay.
Joining the chamber is an important thing for businesses to do. What are the benefits?
It is, just the being aware of what's going on in the community. And right now we are contacting businesses that are not members and are going to be encouraging them to become members. But just that awareness, we have a weekly kind of like a newsletter that goes out to our members. You are put on our chamber's website as an individual, kind of like your own page. We list you in many ways, in many things that we do. We have several after hours, time out from business, we call it, coming up this year for you to network and connect with other businesses. When people call the chamber and they want to know who is in this type of business, we of course mention our chamber members first. And almost always that's the only ones we mention unless they're not a chamber member. But it's just so many ways to become connected and involved in the community. Even if you don't want to be an active chamber member, still being aware of what's going on, having that connection, and just being part of the community, I guess is what I want to say, is so important. And if you are in business in the Jasper area, it's important to become a member of the Jasper Chamber. We are a very active chamber. We have a lot of things going on. Already we mentioned these four things, and there'll be more than that just kind of pop up. So you can become involved in these things. You can become active in the chamber. You can become an ambassador. You can become a board member at some point, or you don't have to do any of those things. You can just simply be a member and just support the chamber and support the community and everything that we do.
And just one of this is a very small thing that you do, but really important. Every Friday, I think it is, or maybe it's Thursdays, you send out an email that lists everything that's going on in the area.
That's right.
Which is really neat.
It is. And so many people, we get emails back because people share that with others, and so they'll say, how can I get on your list? Add me to your email list. And of course, if you're a member of the chamber, you get added to the email list. Well, if you're not, you don't.
Our company is probably at least 7 chambers that we're members of.
Yes.
So we feel that it's very important, and we encourage other businesses to join as well.
Yes, that's a great thing, Bill. That's good.
Nancy, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And can they go to your website or give you a call if they question some of these things?
Yes, and we have these things listed on our website.
Okay.
So you can go to www.jasperin.org.
That's easy, jasperin.org. Nancy Eckerle has been our guest on WJTS-In.form. We are local people watching local people, encouraging you to get involved in the Jasper Chamber of Commerce or in your local Chamber of Commerce.